All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first of all, welcome back to Last Frontier Garage. Excuse me. I always want to clear my throat so I can enunciate and announce the show. Here we are in the 1984 Corvette. I've actually filmed several videos so far. We're actually going to start working on it. I'm going to give you a little bit walk around so you can see a little bit better though first. So as we can see, pick that up here. Make sure this. I got this cord all wrapped around here. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me just do this real quick. Okay. So you got your front TBI, your rear TBI. Okay. First thing we're going to do is remove this tower and check the regulator and accumulator. Also, we're going to inspect the idle air control motors on both. Everything is filthy. I think both units need to be cleaned, basically rebuilt, and start fresh. This thing can run. Right now it's running so rich and just so very, very bad. And then we're going to also check the timing with the awesome timing light. Sorry, I thought I had it over here. I was looking behind me. That Dad picked up. And anyways, guys, I just wanted you to see exactly what I'm working on. I'm going to put you back on this makeshift stand. And I want to have to be able to, y'all be able to see. There we go. Okay. So the very first thing that we should do is just take those towers off. So let me grab a something to put them in. Here's a rebuild kit. We'll leave that there. This there. You know what? I'm gonna get something else. Okay. There we go. I just want somewhere to put these things. Oh, might as well use the air. Whoops. I previously sprayed the fuel line connections and basically everything with PB Blaster. Y'all that have been around the industry for a while know what that is. Oops. As seen on TV. And this stuff does really good. This is some of my favorite. There's some other stuff that I've used in the past, but PB is pretty cool. Everybody loves it. And so first thing first here, and this is going to be a long video. This is going to be, until I learn to edit, guys, I'm just doing the continuation videos. So, hey, you know, it is what it is, my brother. If anybody's working on an 84 Corvette with the Crossfire, or any Crossfire, this also came on the Camaro and Firebirds. I know for the Camaros for sure. The Firebirds, I'm assuming so, but basically 82, 81, 82, 83, 82, 83, 84. And best of my knowledge, there actually wasn't a 1983 model year Corvette. No, there's something going on with that. I don't know that for sure, but 82 to 84, something weird happened, but check it out. So what we're going to do, because the PB is kind of everywhere, I actually want to kind of clean that off before I take all this stuff off, because that stuff is kind of bad. I actually probably shouldn't have sprayed that on there. I was thinking about that, but let's just make it happen, guys. How about that? Let me check always got to check the film, make sure it's focused right. Alright. This is brake clean. I hesitate to use carb clean or brake clean on this stuff because usually there's a coating. I don't think these are, but I think brake clean was going to do just fine for what I'm trying to do here. I'm doing actually an initial clean. I actually shouldn't be doing this above the throttle bodies, but what I'm going to do is use my air Oops, before it. Sorry guys, this is carb clean now. I just don't want all that brake clean to sit in there. I'm actually going to start this up so all that doesn't sit in there. So, let me plug this vacuum leak. Now, yeah, I want to, before I take it apart, I want to run all that crap through the system here, so. These apart and change the little thingy that adjusts the fuel pressure. I just cleaned it, and I wanted to. I had a bunch of stuff that I sprayed in, and it was sitting in the intake, and I didn't want it to sit there while I worked on it. I wanted to clear it out. That's why I started it up. Huh? Oh, this thing stinks so bad. Ooh. Good Lord. Oh. I gotta air this place out now. So as you can see, that's actually great. I'm glad I started it up to do that because as you can see, it gets loaded up. I actually think it's a fuel pressure issue because I think it's running lean. I don't know, guys. It smells so rich. You saw the spray pattern was just so sporadic. So we'll see. Maybe the injectors are failing. I don't know. Cheapers. You don't want to just start, you know, picking things out of the sky. You just want to look at the obvious. Check the basics first. You know, think about what the obvious answer would be, and usually it's that, you know, it really is. Sometimes you'll have anomalies where, you know, oh my goodness, this happened and this happened, but usually it's something simple. It may not be simple to repair, but you know, usually something has just happened, something is broken, something is not right. But when things don't get maintained properly, that's when you can have multiple things happening at the same time. And that sometimes cannot be fun. So, alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and disconnect everything. Obviously it runs, it drives, it's just got an issue here. And we do not want to nickel and dime this thing to death, you know. Let's take off these throttle body gaskets. Make sure they get put somewhere that's not going to get wrecked. Okay. So these are going to slide out. And you got to be careful with old wires. This one actually feels really hard, but I think it's mainly the tape. But you got to be careful nonetheless. We got to change the upper hose on this thing. Whew. Okay. You guys have seen me do this before where I just kind of stop and just think about what I'm doing here. Everything's starting to air out. Such a beautiful evening, y'all. I love living back in Alaska. Those of y'all didn't know, I lived in Dallas, Texas for a while. Had a great time there. Learned a lot. And anyways, let's get a magnetic tray. Let's get it on. Let's do it. Alright. So, I could actually steer the tire in a certain way if I wanted to, but it doesn't really make that big a deal. So, I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to put this one here. So, well, in fact, I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. If I can keep track of the keys. This is actually what happens when I'm working on stuff. When anyone's working on something, you know? It's never gonna go perfect, you know? Don't worry about it. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna need to replace that motor. Oh yes. Yep, that needs to be replaced. Whoops! Oh my goodness! Did y'all see that? I just totally hit my head on the back of the hood. Oh my goodness! I'm sure y'all saw that. That's so hilarious. That stuff happens, I guarantee it. The worst thing I ever did working on vehicles is I had a vehicle halfway up with the driver's side door open, and I was checking something underneath it. Had the door open, came back up. I basically rifled straight up rocketed basically right into the bottom of the door. Basically split my head open. Had to get a few stitches, and in fact, that was that when I saw the doctor there, that was the guy that actually told me, looks like you're gonna go ahead and lose all that hair up top. And I was like, excuse me? Not only is my head split open, but you got to speak that on me? Anyways, guys, be careful of your surroundings. Obviously, this is a unique hood. I that part up the rear of the fender there, I just kind of tapped, rude. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Let's get these off and end the episode. We'll do a part 2. So it's just the Torx. Looks like the same size, just 3 Torx. That whole thing should just lift right off. So I think they're the same unit, but I want to make sure I mark which one's front and rear. So let's do this. Let us do this. Oh, you know what? I have the perfect thing. Finally, I've organized my tools. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to use these. I've had these for so long. I got these from my grandma's house. She passed away. She has so much cool stuff. This is the front. I'm literally scratching it right in. And rear. Yep, it's like a diamond tipped something rather. It is boss hog, y'all. Yep. Alright, cool. Yeah, permanent marker will rub off, and you want to make sure that you're not making any unnecessary blunders along the way. And you know what I'm talking about. As someone once said, you got time to do it twice, you got time to do it right the first time. And that's what it's all about. Slow down to speed up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? I actually don't have to remove this base, but I'm going to anyways. Yep. We gotta inspect our throttle bodies. But I guarantee I have the gasket for that in this kit, so this thing gets so hot underneath this. Uh-oh. Huh. Ah, okay, well, oof. We'll have to remove that once we remove the fuel, because it is, like, connected. Anyways, for now, we'll definitely have to, in fact, be careful of doing what I just did there. You don't want to just run it back in. It's a great way to strip something out. So, being that it's been so long since I've worked on this, and I just didn't look at it well enough, I just removed these screws. This comes up, and then I can remove the regulator and accumulator off the bottom. Hello. This is the side of where my tools are at. Let me come over here now. Alright, well. Alright, let's work. Alright. Let's go ahead and work on this bad boy now. I'm patiently waiting. Alright. We got a little bit of fuel. Oh. Huh. Huh. All right. So that is the rear one. Alright. These are the front screws. Whoa. Different sizes. What? Oh my goodness, guys. I don't think this was put together properly last time. Wow. Oh my goodness, I think there's been a leak there. Wow. No way. Yeah, oh my goodness, that might have been a... The funnest part about doing mechanic stuff is that when you discover things that are actually causing the issue and you're actually trying to diagnose something, you know, that's a legitimate thing right there. If that didn't seal, if this never sealed there, that could be a major leak, but I don't know. I wasn't showing signs of vacuum leak, so back to our original thing, you know. I actually should be using a different tool. This is the case of the right tool. We're just gonna break them loose with this real quick. This one's correct, looks like. Alright, that can be right there. Now guys, let's take apart these IAC motors. And these are the intake air control motors, and they're what's basically creating the idle for the system, right? So it's a big old wrench. I sprayed it earlier. I'm gonna spray it again with just WD-40 this time. It's a little friendlier to the situation here, and get a teeny bit more there. Alright. So immediately, guys, the next video we're gonna take these apart. We're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch up the camera. But and then we're gonna inspect in fact, before we get ahead of ourselves, this is the front. This thing is so awesome. So awesome. Alright. Okay. So it's fun working on stuff when you're videoing, is it you force yourself to really kind of keep moving. I'll dawdle, you know, because this is something that's, you know, it's not like I'm on the job or anything. It's just, it's fun moving through the project. All right, guys. Well, man, we're so blessed. I'm so blessed to live the life that I do. I guarantee that. Amazing. All right, we're gonna get some wrenches in the mix. We're gonna get some big old. Let's see what type of wrenches I got. Because I love having a shop like at my own house. Like so cool. I mean, I'm just thankful that our landlord lets us use this, and hopefully we'll be able to purchase this place from him down the road. But that is another story, my friends. This is going to be probably something I want to take off with the throttle body units off the vehicle. So I think what we're going to do, guys, is... Oh, let me see here. Oh, look at that. That's something that could be causing issues too. There's a very worn gasket right there. Wow. Okay. Yep, this whole thing's gonna have to come off. Because I broke that seal down there. So let's disconnect the inlet and return fuel lines real quick. I'm gonna be a 5/8 and a 1/2 inch. Let me just go with that, guys. See if I'm right. You know? I'm just gonna go for it, guys. Just gonna go for it. It might be a 9/16, but alright. Alright, that's good. And we have a winner chicken dinner. A lot of times with stuff, it just needs a quick shock for it to go free. So that's why a lot of the, you can tap on something, it basically, through that type of force, it can shock everything loose, and then you can easily wrench on it. Or else, what you're going to do is strip out the fastener, because it's just way too much for it to overcome. So, alright. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, not that that would be possible. You'd have to press play and then fast forward to this point. I'm used to TV. What can I say? We're working on an 84 Corvette. We've got a runnability issue. Suspecting dirty throttle bodies, worn out stuff, has been sitting for a long time. I'm so tempted to want to buy this off Dad. This is my child. I bought this when I was 18. And part of me wants to keep it, you know? Boy, I always wanted it back. Man, I'm starting to scheme on keeping this thing. So I can make this thing so fast. I would have to basically buy it though. I basically have to probably work it off, because I wouldn't spend cash on it. I just arrange something with my dad, you know. But I wouldn't really be able to do anything with it until a few years from now, because we've already got plans in place over the next 3 years, basically, for what we're doing financially, and a little race car is not in the picture. You know what I'm talking about? So, we got those off. Let's get these, let's be very careful. Get these vacuum lines off. Just don't have to fix, we don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try to take these two off as one unit. Put it right in here. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So guys, I'm trying to keep track of everything, because this is the type of thing where if you're not familiar with, if you're not working on this type of stuff all the time, you want to be careful in just ripping things apart. You want to really remember what goes where, and you know, at the end of the day, if you understand the concept, it shouldn't be any issue. But just you know, it never hurts to just make a quick note. This is for the overdrive. It's coming off. This is so cool. I really do like working on this. I've done so much work to this thing. I pulled the engine in and out of this. We've pulled the transmission into that several times. Rebuilt the transmission. Bought a new overdrive for it. Put that in. Just a lot, and it's a great little car. Man, I'm so tempted to keep this. Maybe that's what I want for my birthday. Is this Corvette. That is so cool. Alright. So these speedo cables are kind of coming together a little too easily, so before they get too crazy. Alright, okay, cool. Alright, that's short and long. Okay, that can't be messed up. You just want to, like, that type of stuff. You don't have to label it if you know that one's long and one's short. The throttle cables. Alright, so that's good. That's free. That's free. That's free. That's free. That's free. Okay, let's take these main bolts. It's going to be a 1/2 inch to a 13 mil. I'm going to do a 13, guys. That could be gangster. Using that metric. Whoops. It's the second time I've done that. Don't ever just assume. Always double check where your ratchet's at. Alright, yeah. Don't get too crazy with your cordless impact stuff. Whoops. We're taking these off, guys. Whoop. We're taking these off so we can properly clean them and inspect the idle air control valves. We're just going to rebuild these suckers. Yeah, this works great. You can see my extension is wonderful. I might as well take this plate off and take a look at the intake. Because, man, I want to keep this car, and I want to document making this a really fast car. That'd be so cool. That's exactly what I want for my birthday. My wife was asking me, basically, on behalf of my dad, what I want for my birthday. I said bird. I'm such a slang. I use slang. And, obviously, I would have to pay something for this. This is definitely not a birthday present. But, I'm kind of thinking about it, guys. I kind of like this car. Like, I just really like this car. I think I'm falling back in line with the Corvette, guys. Please help. Call the authorities. Alright, guys, I'm just going to give this a little tap, tap. Tap, tap. Whoop. Don't tap the throttle position sensor. Alright, as suspected, of course, whoop. We have a bolt, ladies and gentlemen. Note to self. Visually inspect what you're working on a little bit better. There we go. This thing's gonna lift right off. It's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be gorgeous. Alright, guys, be very careful. If you're ever working on something like this, you don't want it to just get all bent out of shape. Make sure you're clear of everything. There's little dowels this thing's sitting on. Alright. Alright. This has got a lot of fuel in it, so let's go find a drain for it. One sec, guys. Oh, there it is. Alright. We're going to to get down to the bottom of this, guys. Alright. This is so cool. Alright, y'all. There you have it. We have your throttle bodies off of the 84 Crossfire. We're going to keep them together, but we're going to go ahead and clean them and rebuild them. On the next episode, we'll go ahead and break those down and get them all figured out. So, I think we'll end it there. Let me show you what. Let me see. I think it goes right there for now. I want to show you all the intake looks like. So, what you have here is you see kind of a little swirling effect there. That's kind of cool. See an internal intake bolt there. I'm so sorry, I'm not even filming right. See that bolt right there? Now, I first got this, there was an intake bolt back here. They got into number 8 and basically ruined our engine. Basically not this one, is the one back here, I believe, or it was over here. Anyways, basically it got caught in an intake valve. So as you can see, there's a dowel here. I gotta film right, guys, I'm so sorry. Dowel here, a dowel there, and a dowel there. So we have one missing, and obviously it's probably inside or on one of our throttle bodies, which there it is. Okay, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Last Frontier Garage. Working on the 84 Corvette. Sorry, is it bad to have the license plate? Probably is, darn it. I'll probably have to like graphic that out. I have no idea how to do that. Alright, y'all. It's like 11 at night. Land of the midnight sun, y'all. Have a great night.